Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you are. And welcome back to the beta plan, playing Vampire the Masquerade Antitribu mod. And as we left off, I couldn't open this door, so I was thinking perhaps this mod is very, very fresh. So, and because it might be very fresh, I'm going to drop, I think the switchblade. It is the least of our weapons. Oh. By the way, I also noticed that the mace does actually quite a bit of damage. I was using constantly the felling axe, and then I realized, oh, we have this weapon. Yeah, some people are going to be angry at me for that. I do not have the proper melee requirement, but still, I might have been better off using that. But we are going to drop the switch knife, the one that cost us so much money. I hate it anyways. And we're going to pick up the sledgehammer. Let's see how fresh you are, mod. Can we do this? Oh, walking a little bit beyond. Hey! No. Darn it. I thought perhaps the mod would allow us to play the kick in the doors type of gameplay. We're gonna have to find a key in that case. Hello? Beating off. That is synonymous with a thing that is something guys do when they're lonely. It seems to be saying something about don't copy that floppy, but you can't possibly be reading it right. Oh, so there are research books. They're just in different locations. Alrighty then. Very nice to know. That means more exploring. I like it. I like exploring. Is it you a key? No, you're a ring. Oh, good still that I found that. Where the heck is a key, man? I hope I don't have to fly upstairs. Now, wait a second. I think only the La Sombra can do that, so that would be a bit ridiculous. And oh, I thought I bumped something here. Hello? I heard a cough. Well, the only thing I can think of that it would open this door. Let's see here. Yes, it does. Well, in that case, brother Vick. Wait a second. Let me check for sure. I assume this is not the most. Oh yes, it is by far the most damaging weapon we have, even beyond the mace. Though the mace potential lethality will be higher, because if you put, I have 3 points to little, and the melee combat requirement, I have 5, that's 3, so everything is adjusted with 3 downwards. So its top lethality is 19, and its damage potential 42, but this hammer already has 48 as top damage, and lethality will be 18 if I have a feat adjustment. Moreover, strangely enough, if you go over the melee combat requirement, as you can, well, you don't see that here, but then you actually get a bonus. So it doesn't really matter if you have a weapon that has base lethality higher than normal, if you will just use an item that has less melee combat requirements, because the lethality gets boosted anyways. At least it was so in the original game, but this is our most damaging item. Very good. Well, let's get Black Metamorphosis ready, because I am going to exchange some serious words with Mr. Bishop.
Welcome, brother. I see you have been enlightened. Are you searching for something? Do you seek the truth? You come to the right place, brother. We got more truth here than we can handle.
I suppose you are the leader of the Brother of the Ninth Circle. By the way, I'm going to turn out the chat for a moment. Like this. You can't see it, but he has a new model, and I can see the tattoo of the Ninth Circle on his chest. I like the detail. I love it.
They call me Bishop Vic, Shepherd of the Damned, your midnight guide through our last days here on Earth. Do you feel it, brother? The curtain being drawn back at last, drawn back by my hand, by the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle.
Yeah, you can keep your religious beliefs for yourself. What I want to know is if you are at the tippy top. Are you the one that has been spreading all this disease?
Disease? Brother, you've got to open your mind. One man's disease is another man's sanctity. Here among the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle, we have shed these earthly labels. Come, partake of our divine communion.
Interestingly enough, your follower, Brother Kenker, called it an unholy thing instead of something divine. Very interesting. Apparently you cannot even be clear among yourselves what you're doing. Huh. So you said something about the last days? Are you talking about this Gehenna business?
Gehenna, Judgment Day, the apocalypse again. Brother, you are too indoctrinated into the antiquated beliefs of this material world. There is no rhyme or reason, no all-powerful and terrible gods who watch over their children. You talk of disease. What about the disease that you and I both carry? Our flesh remade into nothing more than an abomination, feeding on our brothers and sisters like so many cattle. What god watched over me when that demon tore into my neck and made me into this monster you see before you? No, brother. There is no God who would tolerate such a thing. And so I have become God, and the diseases I carry to the masses will bring about an end of my own making. Until we have all journeyed below into the Ninth Circle.
Wait, so because you feel bad about turning into a vampire, by the way, we are a vampire, that's not exactly the same as a demon, you bring about your own demise and take everyone with you? Yeah, you've lost your mind, Vic. This is insanity.
The time for words has come and gone, my brother.
I agree.
You and I will take those last steps together and see what truth lies behind the curtain. Let the night fall forever on this cursed earth, and let the fruits of my labor bring a long and bloody harvest.
Yeah, words like, what are you, Toreador? Whatever. Bring it on, Vic. Black Metamorphosis, activate! We'll focus on this Vic, brother, because he is the leader. So hopefully when the leader falls, so falls the cattle, the herd. Bye-bye, Vic. Time to hit your minion. Oh, he is gone. Ooh, and his other minion already fled. Alright, and that brought us victory. That was quite a bit easier than his brother Kenker. Vic, you messed with the wrong vampire. Oh, heck, we hardly used any powers. We did get a little bit ahead though. What did you want to say? We had both Mr. Bishop and his minions shooting at us. But we won. Ouch. So let's report that. By the way, oh high and mighty Tremere, the problem was right across the streets. Damn, you people are blind. Blind as a bat. See what I did there? Bat vampires. Bats are actually not really blind though, they have like echolocation. Ooh yeah, this puzzle, I will talk about that in a moment. But first, our reward.
Hello, Neonate. How can I be of assistance?
Well, do you have a few minutes to talk with me?
Of course.
Well, I solved your problem with the epidemic.
You have? Impressive, young one. What exactly was the source of the epidemic?
It was a blood cult headed by a vampire who named himself Bishop Vic. He was the plague bearer and spread it among his followers as a revenge, more or less, for his turning. He was not very pleased by being a vampire.
Tell me of this so-called bishop.
He wanted to bring about the end of this world. More or less because, well, like I said, he didn't like the fact that he had turned to a vampire. So he believed no gods existed. As such, he made himself some, well, a cult leader, and as cults tend to do, they herd in the people that are hurt, looking for answers, that need a purpose. And with his Storidor powers, he just simply charmed them. But he is no more, as is his cult. As are his lieutenants. His vampiric lieutenants, that is.
I see. That end may very well be upon us. But to business. I have a debt to pay you for your services.
Yes. Yes, you do.
If you so desire, I can give to you a unique talisman that might be of use in the future. If that does not interest you, I can compensate you with hard currency. You decide.
Well, Tremere are very good with their magic, their blood magic. So, I don't think hard currency will gain us that talisman anywhere else. That might be rather unique, so I'm going for... yeah, for the item. I'll take the item you're talking about.
A wise decision, neonate. True power lies not in wealth, but in the things it affords you. I hope this object serves you well.
Yeah, I hope it serves me well indeed. Thank you very much. I'll see you around.
What is it you would like to know?
Oops. Nothing right now. Goodbye. Oh, let's see what the item gives us. It's called the Bloodstern. Bloodstar in German. This Eldritch Talisman looks like a crimson stone. It doubles the duration of blood heal and reduces the amount of aggravated damage taken, but reduces all physical attributes by 1. That item just lowered. Back in the day, all items gave a positive, but this one doesn't. The Eldritch Talisman looks like a crimson stone. It doubles the duration of blood heal. I'm not using that because I kind of destroy people before they even can hit me and reduce the amount of aggravated damage taken. But reduce all physical attributes by 1. I think I'm gonna drop this. Yes. So, let's get to the puzzle of the Tremere. This here, none of these equations, if I equaled them against one another, came down to like 9a equals 12b, which, or other type of items like that. So, it was impossible for me to properly do it mathematically that way, but algebra says that it has to be a matrix, and oh my dear lord, that is not the thing I like. So I have to give in. I kinda asked for help. And I now know the code must be 1125. Enter. And that unlocks it. Very good. I had already supposedly access to this area, or at least I could have had if I did my algebra right, but that was a little bit complicated puzzle, but we've managed now. Very good. By the way, we could increase our research in order to read that book that we found in the cult, as well as the weapon that we have, that beating heart. If we have a little bit more research, we could perhaps understand what was going on with that. But first I say we're gonna get ourselves a little bit of blood, because we could use it. And I think we're still pretty hurt. No, we have already healed up while we were talking to Mr. Whoa, Vampire Hunter, that almost went wrong. Ah! Thank you. Oh, lady, I love you. Well, more or less I actually kind of just love the blood that you carry within your veins, but this is good. Whew. Give me a full boost. The problem is, however, I wanted to go to the last round, but the Vampire Hunter's over there. Because we have quite some dealings to do in the last round. By the way, my video of the last round got flagged with the original music, despite it being the original music, and I would have thought that that was allowed. But it got flagged as still being owned by something else, but darn it. We have to go there. After all, we've solved the Plague Bearer stuff, which is something Damsel wanted, and we also dealt with Patty, which is something Skelter wanted. We could use bullets for his gun, though. Yes, we could. It wouldn't be too bad if I killed this man. But that would be a criminal violation. Do we care about a criminal violation? No, we don't really. Yo, buddy! Wow! You are not very healthy! I was just about to phone to the boss. Hey boss, I can't find that vampire that was sighted in Santa Monica. Just keep patrolling. Yes boss, I don't know. BOW! And then his head was smacked in. Look at the bruises on his face, look at it! Yeah, you don't want to mess with the vampire, buddy. That just brings about your demise. Oh yeah, we still want to get rid of the item. You know what, let's pull... I don't like the Bloodstorm. I really don't. Lowering my physical stats means mainly, for instance, why I don't like it, that it lowers dexterity and thus my way to sneak and to open locks, and we are that type of vampire. So I say we're going back into the Sami hideout that we so nicely cleared out. And we are going to say thank you very much, but we are going to store this over here. We need a research of 7 to read this, a research of 5 to read this, and we need a research of 6 to understand this, and this is 9. Well, at least we have all kinds of reasons now to indeed increase our research. So we will have to look into that in the next episode, because we have enough points also to increase our domination discipline. And that is looking mighty fine to do that, because Mesmerize does almost single-handedly take out any creature, as it did back then with the Katayan, if I pronounce it properly. I never knew how to pronounce it properly, but the Asian vampire, if you will. And that helps us a lot, so having a little bit more Dominate would be good. Also because Dominate, the end line, it means that targets become your willing slaves. Some may break control after 30 seconds, but most will follow you forever. Oh yes. Having an army of minions would be awesome. Perhaps you could even take one of these guys over. I know they're vampires, but that would be very nice indeed to have that. Oh buddy, I'm just talking hypotheticals here. Not saying I will do that. But I think we're going to go into the last round for the next episode. And that means I'm going to bring up the old music once again. It may get flagged, but I'm not doing this anyways for the money. I'm doing this for the entertainment value. I'm not sure if the music that the mod uses has also these, rules of YouTube that people on YouTube may add their music in their videos. So, I thank you for watching. And remember, great peril yields great beauty.